I mean,
really that simple.
That's why I get fired up about it. I mean, that's literally what moves the American economy. And the American consumer doesn't really know that. They don't really realize how exactly their stuff gets to them. It's the owner operators and the small fleets. That's what drives this country. And that's why, it's really a privilege to help service the owner operators and small fleets, because they keep everything afloat in this nation.
That don't take up more than 20 minutes, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Luis Claudio. I am the owner I'm based out of Roanoke, Indiana. I own Dedicated Trucking, LLC. I was previously liaised on with Circle Logistics. That's where I started. So we have a good relationship, still do, with TJ, even though I'm not with them anymore and just decided to branch out, do my own thing. I have been an owner op for a little over 2 years-ish. I was company guy for many, many years before that. Found out what owner ops generate and what I was generating, and it was just a matter of time before I made the switch. It was rough starting out, of course, but it was the best decision for my family, hands down, that I could have ever made. Nothing I guess worth doing is ever easy, but it is worth it. And if we know that reason, then we'll get through it. But it's been it's growing wild. Like Greg was saying, I remember when I started as an owner op, because of COVID, it was just move what you can get. Whatever was there, if you find something, get it, move it. Now it's just the exact opposite. It's we're talking expansion. What are we wanting to expand to? How many trucks? It's just such a different market now. It's just been booming ever since. And so yeah, that's where I'm at with that.
During COVID, so that you could have something to run, and then when the market gets good, all of a sudden, Luis is owning his own company. Is that how that works?
Yeah, pretty much.
What, Luis is one of those guys that's sharp. You get drivers that you respect all your drivers. They're all a little bit different. You're kind of a chameleon when it comes to dispatch, running a fleet. But he's one of those guys that you just have a conversation with, man. I think what you guys are doing is awesome. Go to a little more detail. Exactly, maybe like how far along are you, like in what your mission is, and then what your future mission is to be.
So we're 5 years into this thing, and a lot of that time has in the past has been spent on platform development. So our platform has been built from the ground up with our own development team, and it's not something that can just be purchased or copied by anyone. So it's very unique, and it offers all kinds of value adds for users on both sides of the platform, both the buyers and the sellers. And we are, probably one of the fresher faces on the block in this game, but our game is completely different, right? Because we're not just a listing service. We don't just put your truck up there and call for price. We have the price, we have the pictures, we have all the features, every single feature of the truck. We offer financing. We'll finance that for you. And since we are into owner operators and a lot of folks starting up, a lot of folks coming through is buying their first truck, right? Luis, does that sound familiar to you, right? You're right.
Yeah,
we offer those services, right, that guys need to get into it, including our financing arm, which has specific programs just for people who are just getting started. I mean, that's fantastic, right?
I wish I would have stumbled on something like what you have when I started, in all honesty, because I scraped to start my dream. And I mean, like nothing was going to stop me to do what I wanted, but there were so many things I had to scrape to figure out. And that's why TJ was such a big part of it. He was such a big, another arm, and helped out in that. But man, if I would have known of these things when I started, like what you have, Greg, and what Anthony's trying to start up, it just would have been that much easier.
Yeah.